You still feel my skin, hips and my waist under your fingertips. Does it seem like bait, that advertisement for something you cannot afford? You have discovered I will give up my world just for a second time to relive that night. You remember every single word, every line, every distinct breath you sighed. You want to tell me things, oh, that you haven't told yourself. But you know how untouchable a liquor damn top shelf. Hopefully you can hear me while I'm going over and over this loop, but I haven't been doing this for a while, but this is the setup that I used to use for my 4-hour cover sets working in pubs. So although it wasn't this amp has just been released by Orange, I was using something along those lines. One input for vocals, one input for guitar, loop pedal, usually acoustic, so I can do the percussive elements too. And it's just really fun to be back here doing this. And I think it's really, really key that sometimes you just keep the loop simple, and that's what I'm trying to remind myself. Because when nerves are flowing and you're doing a gig, you don't want to muck up your loop. So keep it simple, keep it calm, and just make sure you are practicing before you get to that event. And one thing I want to do with these new songs is make sure I know exactly where I can go in a live environment. So I can do something like So making those mistakes now is really, really important, so I don't feel limited when I get up on stage. I'm more willing to go to the places I've already been, still be improvising, but just feel way more confident with where my voice can go and where my guitar playing can go, whilst listening to the rest of the band. And that's the cool thing. The loop pedal and having something to use like this to practice means that I can be using the loop pedal as a band just for rehearsal purposes, getting used to other things going on, getting used to having a pulse. And it's this setup is like the perfect setup. This is all you need to practice. For the next few weeks, I am in the studio and I am rehearsing my arse off, because I've got some upcoming shows, I've got the new EP out, I need to make sure everything is ready and able, and luckily, just so you know, I'm endorsed by Orange, this is sponsored, have to make you aware. This amp, the Orange Crush Acoustic 30, has just come out, and basically it's 3 things in one. You can record with it, just like I've been doing. You can transport it really, really easy because it's battery powered, so you can busk with it. And then it's just a practice tool too. So it's got an aux in, you can use your phone, you can run backing tracks, everything. But you could also gig with it too. So I would take this, if I was still doing this, to my 4-hour cover sets, whack it on a table and do a show, just in this setup that I've been doing. Microphone, loop pedal, acoustic guitar. And yeah, I just want to run over the features of this new amp. It is their first ever acoustic amplifier. Now, they did an acoustic product earlier this year, the Acoustic Pre, but this is the first acoustic amplifier, and look at it. It's so pretty. Okay, firstly, look how small it is and how portable it is. The fact that it can perch on this thing is really, really incredible. I XLR'd in, so 1 XLR, 1 jack, take that out. Then I was also using the mains out and then line out to the Zoom, just for recording purposes. Okay, this is the amplifier. You can see by the size of my hands, it is absolutely tiny. It just weighs just over 6 kilos or 13.5 pounds. And it's got 2 channels. So first off, you have the guitar with a 3-band EQ. This is obviously the gain. It has a color and pad switch too. Then you have the second channel, which can also be used for other instruments or an XLR. Very, very, very handy. Also got a phantom power, and that's how you change between the mic and line. Again, gain, this is just 2-band, treble, bass. Then these settings apply to both channels. So up here you have the main volume, and then here you have the notch filter, which removes certain frequencies to help combat feedback. Then this bright orange panel controls the effects. So you've got reverb and chorus. Then you have a blend between channels. So I had it set for my vocals to have more reverb. I think maybe vocals does lend itself to needing more reverb than maybe the guitar, but you can blend it. So you can have it in the middle, so you could have equal amounts, or maybe you just might want to add a little bit more to the vocals like I did. And then this is the main volume. So here's the reverb, and obviously that's no reverb, lots of reverb, and then it switches over to chorus. Let's look at the back now. So it's got a very easy to remove back panel. To reveal that it needs 10 AA batteries. Obviously you can plug it into the mains here if need be. If you are using this, then the batteries will not be used. So you can leave them in there, they won't run down, and this will be the thing that takes priority. But if you unplug this, then the batteries will be used and you can go busking with it. If you have it at full volume, it will last for 3 solid hours. If you have it at 50%, 5 hours. Really low volume, it will last for 8 hours. And yeah, perfect transportable busking amplifier. Here you will see what I was using just to record my looping rehearsal session. The balanced out post EQ. Line out is not post EQ, so that will just be really dry. Then you have an effects loop to send and return here. Also a ground and lift switch if need be. But basically, very, very simple and easy to use. Firstly, thank you very much for watching this video. Secondly, I better get back to rehearsals with this little fella. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment below with your thoughts, check out the links in the description. There is the link to the advert that I was in for Orange Amplifiers for their first acoustic amp ever, and then also more product information too. So do all those things and I will see you very soon. Exciting thing happening in my living room right now. Filming an advert for Orange. Orange, my favourite.
The light just kind of ruins the effects.
You've been having a good time?
I just love it.
Why couldn't I do that?
Have you just injured your foot?
No,
Did you put
I
your
was,
foot in there?
yeah, I put my foot in
that
there.
bit goes in there.
Yeah, I know, I realise that now.
Sorry.
I realise that now. Hey Spider. Brody.